The pigeon turned its head to the side, sighing heavily, after which it plopped down on the ground. Ji Goming looked away with an indifferent look, speaking in his own language, asking why he cared about him and why he bothered to work and live a hard worker's life. The young master looked at the bird with narrowed eyes. He thought that just looking at this bastard, wondering that he was acting rather strangely. Peapodong approached his new friend with a wide smile. He smiled happily, raising his paws up. The rodent said that it was to create an infrastructure for society to improve the quality of life for people, experience satisfaction and receive rewards. Ji Goming stared at the rodent. Peapodong said in his own language that it was to create his own worldview to become a creature that brings happiness to this world. The little bird raised his eyebrows slightly. He slightly opened his beak, saying that he would try it then. Brown-haired noted that Peapodong's words had motivated him in general, and he began to move in a sense. The protagonist stood with his back to the sprawled pigeon. He noted that it had returned to that state again. A rodent crawled out from under his shirt. It approached the bird, suggesting that they try a little more together. Ji Goming looked away, saying that after thinking about it carefully, he found no reason to try so hard. The protagonist watched the bird with bewilderment. The pigeon noted that the world would continue to move on even if they just sat and did nothing, and since he had summoned it, it would still feed it and take care of it. The protagonist's face twisted in rage. He thought that he was really annoying him, and maybe he should make dinner out of it, wondering if he could just eat it. Peapodong looked at the pigeon with displeasure, waving his paws, saying that it was impossible to say that. Ji Goming looked at the rodent with bewilderment. Then he spat out a branch towards the animal. The stick hit the rodent on the head. The protagonist stood with his back in bewilderment, watching what was happening. The animal looked back at the young master, turning to him. Lloyd agreed with the animal. Then he handed the almond to Peapodong. White clouds floated over the mountains. The birds flew into the air. Ji Goming began to frantically flap his wings, flying away from the forest. Peapodong grabbed the pigeon by the paw. The rodent increased in size, grabbing the bird. Then he